Hello, and welcome to Artopia. I'm your host Luke, and we have a very exciting episode lined up for you today. I'll be getting my hands dirty as I brush up on my art skills at Pinot and Picasso. But first, let's head over to the studio, where Lexi is interviewing a young and enthusiastic DJ.
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm your host Lexi. Welcome to Artopia, the show that explores emerging artists throughout the Darling Downs. Today, we'll be interviewing a rising young DJ who got his start at the age of 12 when he taught himself how to DJ. After years of hard work, he has already achieved some impressive milestones in his career, including playing at the official Formula One afterparty and starting his own events company. I'm excited to be here with our special guest, Eliot Bratton. Welcome, Eliot. Can you tell us about how you got started in DJing?
So it was actually the song Animals by Martin Garrix. It reached number one in the UK in about 2013 when I was 11 or 12. And he was 17 at the time, still in school. And I thought, I just want that to be me one day. So I just started DJing from there.
How did you teach yourself DJing?
I bought this small deck for Christmas and just started playing around with it, figuring out what everything did. And then I just kind of got the gist of it one day and thought, wow, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Can you take us through the steps on how to DJ?
So there's the different buttons, different levels, they'll just control different elements of the sound. So there's like bass, mids, treble, and then the high sounds. And when you kind of change them in between each track, so you've got a track on the left and a track on the right, when you interchange them, they kind of mix into each other if it's the right key, tempo. It's quite confusing, but once it's in front of you, it's very easy to pick up.
Can you share a story about a particularly challenging event or performance you've had to DJ for?
So I used to have a residency in Portsmouth where I went to university last year, and I'd play every single Wednesday, same piece of equipment. I was used to it, and then I turned up one day and they had a 12-year-old piece of equipment, and I was like, oh God, I'm not quite used to this. Thankfully, managed to work things out and it all went quite well.
How do you handle requests from clients or audience members, especially if they're outside your genre?
I get a lot of requests every single time I'm playing, whether it's a party, club, and half the time I just tell people, yeah, I'll try and get it in. But I do a lot of preparation for my sets and I don't want to change it just to adapt to one person. I'd rather focus on the whole crowd and everybody's mood rather than just a specific person.
Has there ever been a song that an audience member has wanted you to play and you were like, hell no, I'm not playing that?
Yeah, so I was doing a house and techno set in Toowoomba about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I was playing this quite bassy house song and some person came up to me and was like, can you play Miley Cyrus Flowers? And I was just like, absolutely not.
No. Can you share any future plans that you have?
Obviously for DJing, I'd like to just take it further, play festivals. I think the ultimate dream would be to play Tomorrowland, but that's a massive way up in the future. Other than that, I'd like to take the events company further, have weekly events, maybe potentially have our own venue.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today, and I wish you the best with your career.
Thank you.
If you want to know more about Eliot, go to eliotbratton.com. You can also find his music edits on SoundCloud. Be sure to check them out. There were certainly some fascinating insights into the world of music, but now it's time to switch gears and explore the world of art. Let's check in with Luke, who's getting creative at Pinot and Picasso. This is Artopia.
Thanks, Lexi. Let's head inside and speak to Naomi as she takes them through the basics of painting.
Developing my skills through high school was a massive thing. Seeing what everyone thought, looking and going, what do you think of this? What would you do with this? And just asking for a lot of feedback from a lot of people is a major thing. Just figuring out what you like and then what the audience likes is a massive part of art. An inspiration for me was my mother, majorly, whether it came down to just drawing with her when I was young or watching what she did and being like, wow, just in love with what she was doing, and that majorly inspired me to go into art. It's definitely pushed me towards my current degree that I'm studying, which is visual art. So for a very long time it was, do I go for it? Do I not? Do I do something safer like education? And then realizing, no, this is what I love, this is what I want to do. It's definitely very theory conceptualized based, so I've always, even if it's just picking a theme of something that whether I'm feeling something, whether I'm seeing something in another artwork, and then definitely basing my thoughts off of that. So whether it might be anxiety, and then having a look at that and what that makes me feel, what it makes others feel, and yeah, looking into those sorts of things. For the Toowoomba show, I was chosen as an artist to perform there. So I got to do public art in front of everyone, which was terrifying but amazing. I got to paint a cow there, which was a crazy thing to say, but it was very entertaining, and having everyone come up and watch and talk to me and ask questions, something that everyone could enjoy and join in with. We had people come up and do little thumbprints on the cow's legs, which was amazing. Being recognised after that was amazing. Having someone come up and be like, "Oh my gosh, I know you from painting the cow," and I was like, it meant that people recognise me and my art and know who I am, and that was just incredible. Try literally everything, go for everything. Any workshop you can get into, go for it. Anything you could do through school, through even just drawing outside. If you've got some concrete, draw with some chalk. If you've got a book, draw through it. Document everything that you can, take photos of everything, just go for everything. And yeah, you'll often find when you go back, you'll look at something and go, "Oh wow, I actually like that," and you'll get an idea from it, or even just a full artwork from it.
Well, I think I have a long way to go, but I think that's a good start.
Yes, well, it's always fun having new people here learning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, that's all good. Thank you for coming.
Back to you, Lexi, in the studio.
Thanks, Luke. You did great with your painting. If you would like to gain some new painting skills or want to enjoy a good experience out with some friends, you can book a workshop at pinotandpicasso.com.au. Now it's time to check out what is happening in around our region in the next coming weeks. Classical music lovers and new admirers alike will be delighted to attend the Camerata Viva Violin at the Empire Theatre on the 4th of August at 7 p.m. The event features violin soloist Catherine Lee. It is sure to be an enchanting evening. On until the 13th of August is a fabulous exhibition entitled These Fragments. It's currently on display at the Toowoomba Regional Art Gallery. Make sure you come along and check it out. And finally, Frankie's Guys hits the stage at the Empire Theatre on the 19th of August at 7:30 p.m. Don't miss this knockout performance, as it's a tribute and celebration of the music from Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Bookings and information for the theatre shows are at theempiretheatre.com.au. Links are on the screen. Be sure to support your local events. And there you have it, plenty of exciting events to check out. And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Artopia. I'm Lexi, and I'll see you next time. Back to you, Luke.
Thanks, Lexi. We hope you enjoy this episode of Artopia, and hope to see you next time.